storm show. Ay, it's a storm show.
Right along, we need to talk about Jennifer Lopez and Benjamin Affleck, all sticking their tongue down each other's throats, acting like we don't see what we see, acting like we ain't seen what we saw. J.Lo, I'm calling J.Lo. Let's get loud. I want y'all to tell me who sounds better, me or J.Lo. Hold up. Let's get loud. I held a note longer than you, and I didn't even have to stick a shanty in my throat to do it, or up my ass either. Now, J.Lo, you're all hooking up on Ben Affleck. You know, according to sources close to you, which is basically the people that you told to leak this shit to People Magazine, TMZ, and Page 6, you and Benjamin are back on hot and heavy. Now, I already knew he was tapping that ass. I already knew he was tapping that because you kept it tight and hot for daddy, you know, over the years. And, you know, he got his body right for mommy. You never really stopped loving him. This is one of the marriages that you actually wanted to work, but it didn't because paparazzi got in y'all ear. No, I believe his family got in his ear and told him he wasn't bringing no Latina children home. Now, y'all can say I'm crazy. Y'all can say I'm deranged. Y'all can say, Storm, you always talking about race. I talk race over here because I talk real. There is no reason why these people be in these long-term relationships, they be interracial, and then all of a sudden, right before they walk down the aisle, one little thing happened. Now they got to break up. And then the relationship right after they broken up relationship, they both had kids. Ben Affleck went on to have white kids with Jennifer Garner. Jennifer Lopez went on to have Puerto Rican kids with Mark Anthony. You know, really the only few real men she didn't have in her life that was machismo and kept her ass in her womanly place. That's why her alpha ass left his ass, because she wasn't going to be told what to do by Skeletor. It is what it is. I wondered all them years, how does he keep getting all these beautiful women? Can somebody tell me that? What is the secret? How is Mark Anthony constantly getting such beautiful women? I just want to know. Just let me know. I just want to know. I just want to know. But anyway, I'm gonna move on from that. So they claim that they for real. I believe that this is part publicity stunt and them just kicking it, all right? Because guess what? When you go through a breakup, when you get to a certain point in your life and none of your relationships have worked out, you have constantly been a failure in that department. See, J.Lo is a perfectionist and Ben Affleck is a drunk, all right? And one thing about a alcoholic and a drunk, alcoholic and a perfectionist is that they are going to constantly at least try, whether they fail or not. I just honestly think J.Lo didn't want to put any more miles on her cat facts. You know, anytime you pull up a cat facts, it shows you how many drivers have bought the damn car, how many owners the car has had. And there's been a lot of people to ride her ride. And I just felt like she said, this coochie been used so much, I'm not even going to let it cool off. I ain't going to let the brakes rest. I ain't even gonna put no premium gas up in it, so I'm gonna roll on $2 right down the street back to the house that I know, back to the peen that I know how to please him, he know how to please me, and we can just get off and we can just stay that way. So do I believe they're gonna like get back together and get engaged and get married? No, I believe they're far too damaged and far too deep into their lives to do that shit. Honestly, y'all also keep forgetting that Ben Affleck is a raging alcoholic, which is why I think this symbol that J.Lo is throwing up is very, very dangerous. Are we seeing what I see? I see the 666. Now, God, I'm only throwing this up for entertainment and educational, informative purposes only. You know, I don't usually talk about this over here, but I can't help but to talk about this. Does this honestly look like a regular pose, or does it look like they halfway throwing up the symbol? Now, y'all may be like, Storm, why is this a big deal? This is 666, all right? 666, all right? Sometimes you see the celebrities and influencers as well as athletes do this because the majority of your high profile athletes are Prince Hall Freemasons. Now, I'm not saying no. What I'm telling you is that the Freemasons are what the Freemasons are. Do your own research and figure that shit out. They say that the light that the Freemasons talk about is Lucifer. I don't know if that's true, but that's just what they say. I'm here to report. I want you to go dig a little deeper, all right? But anyway, you'll see them do this, you'll see them do that, you'll see them do that, you'll see them flip it upside down, and it's something that you see constantly. You'll see them do this, you'll see them do that, all right? When they stand up Some poses you're gonna see. You're gonna see the hand inside the coat. All right. It's different poses when they have their hands in their hands. This right here when they're speaking. There are many. Now I just threw out all the symbols right there. I'm not showing affiliation. This is just for education and informative purposes only. Before y'all take that clip, that's going to come back 15 years later in the Illuminati video about me. But I just want to sit here and let y'all know, I promise y'all, if I was in it, I would at least have a blue check on IG. I ain't in that shit. I ain't trying to be in that shit. Them people don't like me. I talk too much shit about them. And I talk too much. You know, I never shut up in the words of Kyle, so I can't be down with them like that because, you know, I like my ass non-penetrating, and that's just what it is. I'm sorry, that's what most of your celebrities do to get things done, men and women. Anyway, so you guys might be wondering, like, why do they communicate by symbols? They communicate by symbols for many different reasons. Number one is pledging allegiance. Number two, it could be them signaling an upcoming sacrifice. Number three, as a part... When you're a part of Luciferian and Satanistic agendas, you have to actually tell the world about what you do. It's called being hidden in plain sight. Oh, wasn't that a movie? Was that or was that not a movie? Okay. And one of the reasons why things have to be hidden in plain sight is because these people... They feel like what they're doing is the right thing. They feel that their way is the right way. You always have to keep in mind that the reason why we call celebrity stars is because they are above us. We look up to them. But basically everything that the Luciferians, the Satanists, and the Freemasons practice are nothing but a dark, inverted version of Kemetic science and the things that were practiced in ancient Egypt. These celebrities, Hollywood, it is literally modeled after ancient Egypt because they believe that they are the second coming of the pharaohs. So everything is communicated by symbols. Everything is in your face. They tell you everything they do before they do it. And I don't even want to tell y'all that we gonna have a fake Jesus coming, a fake Jesus return, and or a fake alien invasion. And it's coming this damn year. I done already had them dreams. I know that shit coming. That Project Blue Beam is a real damn thing. So let me actually show y'all a quick slideshow of some hand symbols, just so y'all can see that Storm is not tripping. You see this all the time, and now that I pointed it out, you're gonna continue to see it more and more and more. Let's go ahead and run through these real quick. Y'all see? Y'all see? Y'all see? I hope y'all paying attention. I hope y'all paying attention. Ooh, they got everybody in that. Everybody. All right. So y'all seeing it there. So you can say it just so happens to be hand placement. It just so happens to be this. It just so happens to be that. But why does it just so happen that everybody is throwing up the exact same thing? Y'all let me know. Y'all let me know. More hand symbols here. All right. Just so you guys keep a lookout. All right. You know, when you're looking at the Pope, when you're looking at them gather for G7 and, you know, all these politicians and stuff getting together, you know what I'm saying? No man, you know, you guys can at least see these satanic hand signs, and so you recognize them. You know, you got the standard. I don't even want to throw them up now, but you know, you got the standard one in the middle that everybody does. I think it's a rock star type of thing. You know, you got Spider-Man saying, you got the inverse. You got shake hands with Satan, because yes, there are all different handshakes that they do. And it's not just even those. When you see them, you will see a handshake like that, or it could be one like that. It's all different things. And not only are those things done in the industry, it's done in Freemasonry. And if you are in a fraternity, what's the word? You got secret handshakes too. That's just what it is. I'm just telling you, it is how they communicate. All right. Now that we are past that, what I wanted to do was take a trip down memory lane, and I still held that note better than J.Lo. Okay, down J.Lo's cat facts. All right. Once again, J.Lo's cat facts. All right. Now I don't know who she lost her virginity to. I don't know who she gave that coochie to first. I don't really care. Back when she was Jenny from the block, when her parents were trying to get her to be an insurance agent, and she wanted to go and chase her dreams, and she went off to dance for Janet Jackson, and then in Living Color, moved in with a boyfriend, gained a bunch of weight, lost it, and went on and achieved her dreams. Anyway, so first husband, all right, Ohani Noah. This is a Cuban man that she married, all right. This is a man that truly loved her and was truly there for J.Lo. However, he was not in the right mindset for where J.Lo wanted to go. J.Lo always knew she wanted to be a star, and she was not going to stop until she got there, all right. Think of a Latin version of Kris Jenner. She always knew she was going to be a star, and every man was a stepping stool to get to where she needed to be, because quite honestly, men are her superpower. That's how she gets her energy. That's how she keeps her youth. It's from men. She sucks them dry. This is a suck you buzz, suck you by. Are y'all understanding? It's a reason why she always keep a man. It's a reason why Diddy always keep a young girl around him. Or a pretty black motherfucker. Anyway, so Ohani and Noah, they was just married for a couple years. That stuff didn't last long, all right. He alleges that she had some ties back in her, at least as far as her grandparents are concerned, that she has some lineage to some, I will say some beings that made some sacrifices for her generation to have fame and fortune, just like another family whose previous ancestors made sacrifices so that they would have fame and fortune and be seen as beautiful. Do you understand? All right, you understand, all right? Moving right along. Oh, and just so you know, they made a sex tape too. When they went on their honeymoon, they made a sex tape, and Ohani here was trying to sell it, but she shut it down. But that sex tape is still floating around somewhere. Now, I don't know if his life got threatened. We ain't heard much about him since, but somebody got that damn sex tape, and if it ever come out, I'm gonna be the first one to talk about it. We J.Lo and Diddy, the relationship that y'all thought was actually gonna work. This relationship was never meant to work. This was more of a mentorship for J.Lo, okay? And this was about her being accepted by the black community, because everybody knows as a part of your marketing plan, especially when you are an artist, you need black folks to F with you first. Once you get black folks to really F with you, then you can go on to do anything else and never look back. You guys can't even realize that even after this whole Jenny from the Block era, that was low-key her best era when she was with the nigga. But even after this Negro era, okay, because when shit got a little too hot at that club, you know, Shine, you know, and they started shooting, you know damn well Diddy was the one out there shooting, but Shine took the damn fall anyway. But after that, she said, this Negro too much for me. I got to go. I got to get up out of here. J.Lo and Diddy fought all the time. They effed all the time, but this was never going to be somebody that she married. This was a mentorship. He taught her a lot about business, about having a good work ethic. She already had it, but she turned it up a notch, and he helped, most importantly, to give her legitimacy. And after that incident at the club, they gave her out in that relationship to move on, because people weren't really messing with it anyway. Then, boom, she turns around and marries Chris Judd, who was actually a choreographer, a backup dancer, all right? So one thing you realize about J.Lo and her cat facts is that this girl does not like to be alone. And in about 6, she break up with one, next 15, another one coming, and she'll usually marry him if she ain't got shit else to do. It's easy for the choreographers and the backup dancers to marry the talent because they are with them all day. They're dancing, they're sweating, rubbing their bodies up against one another, okay? And then it's just like, ooh, I'm lusting. Oh, yeah, marry me. Oh, yeah, I will. Bullshit. They was divorced before you damn knew it. Boom, then she went along and got with Ben Affleck. Once again, somebody else that would legitimize her as an actress. Now, she was already an actress, okay? Keep in mind, J.Lo was actually not supposed to go down the path of being a romantic comedy actress. It's kind of like the easy thing to do. Romantic comedies, they have the same formula. It's the same shtick again and again, and they're really cute and light. Now, J.Lo was supposed to be like a Latin Julia Roberts or a Latin Sandra Bullock, and I hate to compare one to another, but that's how she was supposed to have been molded, okay? But she just chose to go a different route because her love was music, even though that poor baby never could sing, but she kept trying. All right, just like Saweetie, that baby still can't rap, but she's still rapping. And one thing you gotta give it to them, they gon' give me what you want, and you need it, how bad you really want it. I'm just saying, do it like it's my B-Day, baby. Now, J.Lo and Ben had actually got engaged, and right before they was about to get married, they broke up, allegedly because of paparazzi. It was really more because of the pressures of them having a failed movie and them really just not wanting to look back, as well as I believe Ben's family wasn't approving of them settling down and creating no children. It is what it is, and that's how I feel. He went on to become a drunken marry Jennifer Garner. She went on to have her Puerto Rican babies with Mark Anthony. They actually stayed together, I think about 6 years or something like that. They argued all the time, kept her online. You can go back and find videos of them online where Mark trying to teach Jennifer how to sing and Jennifer trying to teach Mark about how to hold a note, and he looked at her like, bitch, please hold these nuts in your mouth because you gargle these nuts better than you ever gargle any of these tunes. But anyway, they got 2 beautiful kids out of the marriage. And ultimately that wasn't gonna work because he was too machismo for her. He was a real man, and she wasn't having that because she will always be the man in the relationship. So then she went on to somebody that needed her, Casper. Once again, another damn choreographer and dancer. Did y'all know he choreographed that Anaconda song by Nicki Minaj? Interesting. Anyway, they was together for a little bit. They actually stayed together for several years too, but y'all already knew what this relationship was about. This was a rebound after her marriage. This was a boy toy. This was here's the thing, as a woman gets older, her sex drive goes up, and she needs somebody that can bust them nuts out back to back. Let's just keep it real. Young dudes in their refractory period is short. You bust one nut, he take a swig of Gatorade, he ready to go again, versus your old man at home after he busts, he done for the night. You might not get none until the next week. It just depending on how out of shape your man is. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I'm telling you the truth. So this was more of definitely lust, her wanting to get that nut as much as she could, as her sex drive was constantly going up, and eventually they got tired of each other and went about their separate ways. They say there was a short little fling with Drake. Some reports say this was fake and this was publicity for a project that they were going to have coming out. I honestly do believe that they slept together, but I do not believe that this was ever no relationship. But one thing that J.Lo did report about this fool is that he's weird. The same thing Rihanna said. The same thing a lot of women say. So what in the hell does Drake got these women doing, or what is he trying to do to these women that they all around him calling him weird and strange? Even Nicki called him strange, and she never slept on him, sucked his dick or not. What is it about him that all these women calling him strange, weird, and don't really want nothing to do with him after they done? I want y'all to tell me. Or maybe they said, Weezy F, baby, please say the baby. All right, moving right along from that. Then we know she got with Mr. Cheetah here, A-Rod. All right, they stayed together for a little while, bought some property together, bought some businesses together. She got him in shape. All right, you know what I'm saying? And that was that. And due to him cheating on her and, cheating on her with some women from Southern Charm and just blonde women in general, because he was never really attracted to the J.Lo type. He loves his blonde hair, blue eye. He decided to try something new, but it just still didn't work. And I guess y'all figure he Hispanic, she Hispanic. Them men got their preferences too. And then there's something about A-Rod that's a little off to me too, and I can't quite figure it out. I ain't gonna say what I think it is, but he just seems to be off to me too. But most of these celebrities seem to be a little off to me, if you ask me. And so that is J.Lo's cat facts. And so that cat facts been ringing through, and she's tired. And she said, you know what, I ain't adding no more malice to this. I'm going back to what I know, and I may or may not be marking his ass for you know what. Wait, let's go back so we don't forget. Wait. What's she marking him for? If something happened in the year, we'll know. We'll be able to come back and look at this. Don't forget, he has a gambling addiction and an alcohol addiction. It'd be very easy to do you know what. Are sacrifices due? Y'all let me know.
Storm show. It's a storm show.